Well, hello everybody. It's Thursday, December 21st at about 1:37 in the afternoon, and I'm out here to split some more firewood. I got some large beech here and some maple that we've pulled out of the woods over the last couple of weeks, and I just haven't gotten to splitting this large stuff yet. So I thought I'd do that today. It's clear and cool at -6 degrees and a light wind from the north. So it should be good splitting weather. There are a few basic guidelines you should follow when you're splitting wood. As far as your posture is concerned, you want to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, slightly wider perhaps. During the swing, you want to bring the axe over your head and apply some force as you come down, a fair amount of force. But you don't want to go crazy and just try and swing it down with all your might. You just want to throw down a steady, fairly strong force, because the axe weighs a fair amount to begin with, 5 pounds or more depending on the axe you're using. So feet shoulder width apart, a nice straight line, follow through with the axe, and keep your eye on the target that you're trying to hit. So here, if you're trying to hit the center of this wood, you want to just watch it with your eyes and bring down the axe in the center line to where you're aiming. I like to have my wood elevated so I don't have to bend over so far. You can imagine if this was on the ground, I'd be bent over like this to hit it. When it's higher like this, I don't have to bend over at all. And the big part of the power stroke is hitting right at that point anyhow. You don't need to carry the axe down here per se to get any additional power. There we go, finally. The split. There we go. That went better. This one's a bit easier. try breaking this one once more. A little on the large side. So these larger logs I'm chopping into 6. They're big enough to do that. What I like to do is put the wood I'm splitting on top of another round of wood. That makes it higher, so I don't have to bring the axe down as far, which is actually safer to prevent the axe from going beyond where I'm hitting and potentially into my legs. So it's not as far down to hit, and it will also be the point at which the power stroke is reaching its greatest speed and power. So it's better to have it up here than too far down where you're actually starting to have the axe arch towards yourself. Just makes it easier too. You don't have to bend over so much for a relatively tall person like myself. Also, having it on a solid piece of wood provides greater power to go into this piece of wood as opposed to it just sitting on shock absorbing sand and grass. So this gives it more solidity when you hit it. This particular piece here is about 14 inches across. And again, these are American beech that have died back in our woods due to the beech bark disease. And I cut each half into 3 pieces, so I end up with 6 pieces. There's 1, 2, and 3. Four, 5, and 6. A little bit springy in there. This one's got some knots in here, so it's making it trickier to get apart. Not too bad. That's it, Loon. So here's the current state of our wood this year that we're using. There's 3 rows piled in this shed, and we've used that much of the first row already. So you can see we've gone through quite a bit. And we haven't been using it full time. When it's fairly warm out, we don't use it. We tend to just top up the heat in the house with our oil furnace. But we've used that much wood already, and there's 2 more rows here. Then I've still got this much wood to chop up here, some fairly large chunks of beech that I've been chopping. And then this wood on the side is the wood I've been cutting this fall predominantly. It has to dry for another summer before it would be used for firewood. And then on the back of the shed, we've got another pile here. There's 2 rows deep plus the start of a 3rd row. So we'll keep building out this side too. So we should have plenty of wood for next winter. It's just a matter of probably having to use a bit more oil this winter to get us through. It just didn't have enough dried wood in stock.